Yeah. What's up, everyone? Gotta be very quiet. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. That's why I'm doing it from my living room. I gotta put in the work before I go to work. I already got the workout in. Now it's time to get a video in. So thank you for visiting my channel and thank you for clicking on this video. I appreciate your support. You're probably looking at the thumbnail and thinking to yourself, who's that guy? Well, the title tells you who the guy is. So now it's time for me to tell you a story about that guy. Excuse me. I'm going to go back and give you a little brief history on how this all came about. So I was on my YouTube, I was listening to some music, and I'm scrolling through the homepage, and I see this thumbnail that says NBA's richest players. And in case you don't know about the NBA, I'm sure you've heard about Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James. These are guys that have made millions upon millions in basketball and made even more in endorsements. Right? So in that thumbnail was a question mark. And when I saw that question mark, I knew exactly who that was. So I'm going to share this story with you. And this goes back to when I was in high school. So I used to, brag to my dad about, the Heart Pirates, how, we're kicking ass, winning championships in every sport. First time in a long time. I remember him sitting there smoking a cigarette. He's like, "You think your team's great, huh? Have they had their own channel?" I'm like, "No." Well, my team has. And that team he was talking about was the 1971 East Chicago Senators. They were a badass team. As you can see, they're a badass team. Averaged 90 points. I mean, look at those scores. Look at those scores. Considered one of the greatest teams of all time, going undefeated. And my dad was either in 8th grade or 9th grade when this team was dominating basketball. So, of course, he's going to be all braggadocious and one-up me. And I didn't believe him until 2-3 years later, I read an article that listed them as one of the greatest teams in high school basketball. And so on that team was a guy named Junior Bridgeman, right? Remember, we're talking about East Chicago, Indiana. This town, in case you don't know, is pretty much a ghost town, which is it's the ghetto, right? I was born 6 miles from there in Hammond, Indiana, and that place is a ghost town. I'm sure back then it was barely functioning. I mean, just a bunch of crime, people hustling, whatever, right? So anyway, this guy, Junior Bridgman, went on to play in the NBA. He played the NBA for 12 years from 1975 to 1987. In his 12-year career, he amassed a career total of $4.2 million, which averages out to $350,000 a year. Isn't that crazy? Beyond that level, $350,000 a year. Even back then, $350,000 is pretty much minimum wage. And he was a decent player. He averaged some decent numbers. Today's average player that averages decent numbers makes at least $9-10 million easy a year. So Junior Bridgman, having that ghetto mindset, coming from that small town, he knew that he had to have a side hustle. He had to think about the future just in case. So he sat there, thought what he had to do, and he came up with, I'm going to work at a Wendy's. For 4 years during the off season, he worked at a Wendy's, learning everything, from washing from doing washing lettuce, prepping, flipping burgers, dropping fries, working the register. You learn all that because you never know, especially that time when you're gonna get that call to the office saying, "Hey, we don't need you more. You're gone," and no other NBA team wants you. You have to, have a plan B, right? So that's what he did. Luckily, he had a decent career, 12-year career, as I said, and right after that it was over, he became a franchisee of Wendy's. I forget the exact number he has, but he became the second largest franchisee of Wendy's in their history. And on top of that, he has over 120 Chili's. So that $4.2 million that he averaged, or that he acquired over 12 years, today he is now worth $600 million. $600 million. All because he put in a little work. Think about that. Think about what are you doing to contribute to your end game. Are you going to college? Do you have a second job? Do you have a little side hustle? Meaning, some people like to sell food or make mugs or t-shirts, sell those and put that cash aside. What are you doing? That's the point of the story. It's sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do, right, to reach that end game. Like nobody wants to work two jobs when the first job is stressful. You don't want to take like a hour break and go to your second job and work until, you know, the wee hours of the night, another 8 hours, whatever it may be. You want to come home, relax, chill. But when you're a hustler, you don't ever chill. You can chill when you reach your goal. So you sit there and think to yourself, what am I doing? Think about it. I'll give you a minute. And during that minute, don't only think about what am I doing. Think about where you come from. Think about if you have children, where you want their end game to be, where you want their role model to be. Do you want them to think it's okay to do the bare minimum and hope for the best? Or do you want to show them, hey, you got to do what you need to do? And I'm not telling go there and selling drugs or, go prostitute yourself. I'm saying doing it a legit way, the hard work, learning. That was a key thing. That's a key thing in the story too, is the learning. Learn everything you can. That way you can apply it when it's time to go full speed. $600 million from a little town, little dinky ass town. Unbelievable. So again, don't let nobody negative affect you. You have big dreams, go after those big dreams. You gotta hustle. Make sure you do it the right way. I mean, like I said, don't go out there trying to sell drugs or do something illegal. That's fast money. That's fast and short money. You want long money. You want deep money. I just thought I'd share that story with you. And hopefully that opens your eyes that no matter where you come from, no matter who your family is, you can do whatever you want. You just got to put your mind to it. You just got to, be focused and driven. And know that No matter what, you're going to achieve it. No matter what people say, no matter how much they're going to attack you and think you're stupid, or nobody wants to invest in you. You invest in yourself. You believe in yourself, and it's going to pay dividends. It will. There's no doubt in my mind. If I believe in you, then you should believe in yourself. Because if I didn't believe in you, I wouldn't be doing these videos. There's a lot of people out there that all have the same dreams you do. It's just none of them, or a majority of them, don't want to put in the work. They just want to talk. I want to do this. I want to do that. Oh, it's not fair. They get this opportunity and I did it. Well, they didn't get that. You didn't get the opportunity because you didn't put in the work. This is 2022. We're in competition with each other. But those ones that are confident, ones that believe in themselves, have no problem coming back a little bit and helping the person trying to reach that same level that they're already on. Because we're all in it to win it. And if, $600 million is the inspirational story that helps you say, you know what? I don't care how tired I am. I don't care how much I ache. I don't care how much I hurt. I don't care how much sleep I get. Because when it's all said and done, I'll be able to sleep in. I'll be able to have time to do whatever I want. Be able to go travel. Think about that. Right? Don't let nothing, nobody hold you back. I'm going to keep on reiterating this point in this video because I don't think people hear it enough. This is not talk. This is a true example that if you're at the highest level in your career as Junior Bridgeman was, it ain't no thing just to come down, learn something, and turn it into generational and successful wealth. Is that right? Yeah. It's a mindset. Okay, that's all I got for today. I hope you really take this story seriously. I really do. Because this is key. This is key. This video ties in all the other videos. But the hard work, the discipline, the strong mindset, the accept no excuses attitude will pay off. Just got to have that patience. Got to have patience. You think, before I end this video, do you think that when you're a baby and you first learn to walk, that you got just like that? How many times do you have to fall before you learn how to walk? How many times? Exactly. Or being potty trained. Think about that. The basic instincts that we have is that we are programmed to fail. We are. But we learn from those failures. And once we learn from those failures, it's all success. And it's the same thing here. So go out there, get the work done, achieve those goals. And the world's yours. And everything you ever wanted is yours. Junior Bridgeman, 600 million. Be that next great story. So until next time, like, subscribe, share. Until then, peace.